I want to put you in the best possible position to win. So as I said in the previous video, I wanted to do just a quick training on how I manage a budget. And this is the proven process that will guarantee your success as you're trying to achieve your financial goals. So what is it? Some of you may have already received this file. You probably signed up for something through my website or an email. If you don't have this, send me an email and I'll make sure that I get it over to you as quickly as possible. And I'm going to go through just a quick and easy budget. I'm using all national averages for here in the United States. So if this isn't exactly lining up to what your budget is, that's okay. You will have access to this. If you don't have it, again, send me an email. I'll get it over to you as quick as possible. But for this particular video, national averages. So let's go through it here. We break things down into a few different ways. We've got your income, we've got fixed expenses, we've got variable expenses, we've got savings, we've got your free money, and then a basic summary here at the bottom. So you can do this for every single month, and it's very simple. So you break it down in income, source of income. What does that mean? It's your paychecks, or maybe you have a side hustle, you have a wood shop, anything that brings you income, that's where it goes into here. So for simplicity, let's say wife's paycheck, husband's paycheck, if it's boyfriend, girlfriend, if you're single, that's okay. So for wife, we've got $2,100 after tax that they get every single month. Husband's paycheck, $1,900 after tax every month. So this husband, wife, every month they make $4,000. Pretty basic. I'm sure you understand that. That's very simple. But here's where it gets a little more challenging. So you've got things broken down into fixed expenses and variable expenses. What are fixed expenses? So fixed expenses are those expenses that are the exact same every single month. Things like your rent or your mortgage, your car payment, your car insurance, cell phone bills, gym, all your subscriptions added up, your cable bill, your debts, whether that's student loans, credit cards, or both combined, whatever is easiest for you. So for this particular example, again, I use a lot of the national averages. Rent, $1,100, car payment for the wife, $300, husband, $300, car insurance combined, $250, cell phone bill, $150, gym, $50, subscriptions, $100, cable bill, $180, and all your debts added up for the minimum payments equal $3,000. So again, you had $4,000 in the pot at the beginning of the month. Now your fixed expenses equal $2,730. So you've got a little bit of money left over. But again, now we have to go into our variable expenses. These are the expenses that may go up and down every single month. They're not exactly consistent. So what I typically tell my students is budget on the high end. Whatever your high month is, make sure you keep that in your budget. So let's just go through this again. National averages: electric, $100. Your home gas, if you have gas in your home, $75. Water and sewer, $70. Fuel for your vehicles, $100. Groceries for the family, you're at $500. Restaurants, $150. Miscellaneous and all those odds and ends things that pop up, $100. So now you're at $1,095 for the variable expenses. So you've got a little bit of money left. You've got about $175 left over to play with. So for this particular example, I threw $50 in your emergency fund and $125 for your free money or fun money, whatever you want to spend that on. So down at the summary, now you get to add up everything that you budgeted. So you've got your savings area, your fixed and variable expenses, and it all adds up to basically a zero out budget of $4,000. So at the beginning of the month, you had $4,000 to budget, and you did just that. You budgeted all $4,000 while still paying off some of the debts, saving in your emergency fund, giving yourself some free money. So everything that is in your life is budgeted in this budget. So now that's just the budget at the beginning of the month. Now what do you do after the month is over? So then you go in and plug in all the actuals. Now we're going to hope that the income remains the same, and if it doesn't, that's okay. You can add an actuals column here and put that in there. But for all the fixed expenses, the actual should be exactly what the budget is, because again, these are fixed expenses. They do not change. They remain the same month after month. Now the variable expenses, this is important that you go through and get into the habit of seeing kind of how those laid out throughout the month. So your electric, maybe it was only $90. You type in $90 here. Your home gas, maybe it was $100. So you put in $100, so on and so forth until you're down here at the bottom. And at the end of the day, you're hoping that your actual and budget match up. Now let's say, for example, your actual is less than what you budgeted. That's great news. That means you stayed under budget. You can put that extra money towards investments. You can put it towards paying off your debt. Put it towards things that are going to move you closer to your financial goals. Okay, now let's say your actuals were higher than your budget. You spent more than $4,000. It's not the end of the world, but we can't continually do that month after month, because again, you've only got $4,000 to work with that month. If you spent $5,000, that means you put yourself $1,000 in debt because you didn't have that money to pay for the things that you wanted. So I hope this budget breakdown helps you out. I think if you follow something like this, something similar, use this exact same file month after month, you're going to be extremely successful in your journey towards financial independence or achieving any of your financial goals that you want. Again, if you don't have this file, if I haven't sent this to you yet, go ahead and shoot me an email. I'll make sure I get it out to you as soon as possible. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And again, there's more awesome content coming that's going to be free for you to digest and move you closer and closer and closer to those financial goals. So I'll see you soon.